Hi, my name is Gormak. Welcome to JustBeYou in 2019. I'm here in Heston, West London with Amrit Ghatore. At the age of 4, he started karate. He's also a musician and he makes different music styles from a range of instruments. He also does acting and he's a model. So yeah, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, likewise. It's a pleasure. So yeah, let's start off from when you were younger.
Yeah.
And at the age of 4, you said, I remember you saying this in a video, that you used to be very shy as a person.
Yeah.
And then that changed over a period of time.
Yeah. So at the age of 4, I didn't have a choice, but as you can tell, you don't have many choices when you're 4.
Yeah.
My father put me into martial arts, put me
Sure.
into karate, because he was, and he still is, a karate instructor, he's a sensei. And currently now at the moment he's progressed to President of the United Kingdom for Goju-Kai Karate and co-president of Europe for karate as well. So that's, karate has been a really big part of my life.
Yeah.
So he put me in karate when I was 4 years old, and I've been doing it ever since. I'm 28 years old now. I haven't, I can't say I remember missing more than 2 to 3, 4 days in a row missing karate, apart from Christmas holidays is when we were off. So Christmas holidays was the only time that we got off for karate. But yeah, I think it's done a lot for me, tremendous amount for karate in general.
And okay, so what sort of attributes do you think have become of you or increasingly within yourself? I know self-confidence.
Yeah, I'd say when I was younger, I'd say I didn't have much confidence. I was a little bit overweight.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a little bit overweight. So the general kind of problems that younger kids deal with, which is bullying, that was quite evident at a younger age with me being a little bit overweight. I didn't have many friends, and karate helped me strengthen myself internally.
Sure.
It gave me a greater purpose in life. From a very young age, obviously, we've been doing karate, and then as you get older, the responsibilities that it taught me was second to none. I mean, it's a very selfless environment in the dojo, which is why I can never ever see myself not being inside the dojo. Reason being is once you've acquired a certain amount of knowledge and the instructor, the sensei feels that that's adequate enough for you to now help someone else, you go and you help someone else straight away. So it's a very family-oriented atmosphere. There's a really big state of self-belonging. Once you're in the dojo, and everyone, I can speak for everyone that's in our dojo that feels the same way. I'm pretty sure of that. So being in the dojo was like a home away from a home, and it's always been, my place of sanctuary, you can say.
Yeah.
Almost like a temple. So alongside skills like strength, obviously physical fitness, mental well-being, confidence, the values, integrity, honor, loyalty, discipline, all these things that I picked up inside the dojo, and those skills have carried through with me in my work atmosphere, in my work lifestyle, and when I applied for my first job in Iceland. So, for example, when I applied for my first job in Iceland, why did I do that? That's a funny one. My dad was not too fond of animals too much, but he'd tolerate them. And I really wanted a puppy, so he said, "Oh, if you want a dog, you just go and get a job. Just go and find a job." So I said, "All right, fine." So on the day I turned 16, I walked out the door and I just knocked on every single shop and went into there and gave my CV. And I got a reply back from Iceland, which was great. And then they said, "Come for an interview the next day." And I walked in and I had my CV and my portfolio. I just put it down on the table. Introduced myself. He started talking to me, and funny enough, he asked me what I do. I said I do karate as well in my spare time, and from there he just kept on asking about karate. What are your responsibilities? I said, I'm in charge of taking groups. I get there early. I coach. I teach, and this is the age of 16. And he was really impressed by it. He even said to me, "Would you be interested in our manager role? We've got an opening for that." And I said, "Yeah, great. 100%, I want to do that.
Yeah.
He said, great, here's the application form, fill it in, get it back to me tomorrow. Yeah, I goes, and then he went downstairs and he told everybody, we've got a new manager. I opened my CV and he realized I was 16. Then he rang me back and he said, you know what, I'm really sorry, I didn't realize your age, but you're 16 years old, I thought you were older. And he said, we can't offer it to you because you're not 18 yet. And I was really gutted because I went home and told my dad I've got a manager role.
Yeah.
He didn't believe me, obviously. It all started because I wanted a puppy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's because of those qualities and those skills that I acquired from a young age in karate that helped me present myself in a very professional way, and that was appealing to people who were running businesses.
Yeah.
So I think in terms of what it's done for me, I can't really say enough of what it has done, and that's mostly also credit to my father as well, to my sensei, my father. Or you could say guru,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So karate has brought about a lifestyle for you which has influenced every aspect of your life.
Yes, I would say so, 100%. The music I do, the modeling I do, the acting I do, the businesses that I run on the side, they are all accredited to my upbringing and the discipline that came alongside that. People always ask me, how do you have time to fit in everything that you do? How do you have time? You do this, you do that, you do this, and where do you find the time? Quite simple. It's just the discipline. It's just the discipline that comes with, the upbringing that I've had with the martial arts and everything like that. It's just who I am, really. And you always try to find time for everything. I mean, I remember not going to bed at like 5 a.m. and then waking up at 6 a.m. to go to a shoot. But I didn't go back to bed at 5 a.m. because I really needed to finish off a production on one of my songs.
Yeah.
And if you're passionate about something, you will find the time to do it. And there's no excuses, And I think it's that self-drive that I've achieved and I've gained from such a, disciplined upbringing that's acquired me to be able to achieve what I've achieved so far. And continue striving forwards. My dad calls it tunnel vision. So sometimes when I see something, I just only see that and I just go for it. But it's a good thing, and sometimes it can be a bad thing.
Why would it be a bad thing?
Not a bad thing, but it can be, sometimes you become so obsessed with something, you don't see anything else around at that point in time. But I've learned to control it. I've learned to kind of manage it and know how long to have that vision for. So that other things don't have a detrimental effect, because I'm juggling so many things at once. I've realized that if you've just got that vision and you're there and you're focused for so long, other things that you're building will start to fall down.
True.
So you got to have a bigger sense of consciousness to be able to understand that I'm managing this and this and this and this and that. So I've got to give myself a time frame to give myself this tunnel vision, and then get what I can get from it, achieve what I can achieve, and then go back to everything else, and then come back to it, Because I realize sometimes in life, especially with music, not everything happens like that. Sometimes I'll make a song, and I'll come and I'll leave it because I'm not feeling the motivation, and I've just run dry from it. Yeah. And then I'll come back to it a year later, and it'll start to blossom into something that I never thought it could blossom into, So sometimes things mature and things grow naturally, so that's something else that I've learned as well.
You can't always force it. You've got to let it happen naturally as well sometimes.
Yeah. You have to just that's something I've learned as well. The more you try to influence something, and it's what you want to do. I want it to be this way, and I want it to be that way. You find yourself encountering a lot more stumbling blocks in life, and you tend to not be as happy, because if you want things to go a certain way, and they don't, then you become upset by it. But if you try your best with something, and you remain open-minded, and you say, look, I'm going to do this. If it doesn't work, that's okay, but I'm going to try doing something else and have something else to do. And I think that's falling back into your question as to why I do so many things, because I think that's just embedded in my mind style, I think, to just be able to use all the skills that I have and see what I can make of it, so far it's okay, Lord willing, Yeah.
I can relate to you in terms of the tunnel vision. Sometimes, even the last few months, even if I'm focusing on my business, just had so much on it. Sometimes I think, okay, I've lowered my attention on other areas of life, only recently have I just come back out of it and I'm thinking, okay, focus here again now. Let's let that run a bit. Right? So, for example, I can do that a little bit more now.
Yeah.
But I can totally understand the tunnel vision. You need that balance of if you stay focused on one thing, have a deadline, but once try to get as much done, but then move on to something else. Switch it around.
100%. Yeah. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. You learn from experiences.
Yeah.
You know?